we have 2 breaking stories.
Our first story would be, according to anonymous sources, the new hot energy trend, 24-hour energy, has been taken off shelves after 4 amateur filmmakers have been hospitalized and found in their basement. Sources say that the victims consumed 4 times the original dose and that President WildCo, Dr. Walker, has a story.
What happened in that basement was a total tragedy. Those four kids obviously took too much of the 24-hour energy. It comes in a little glass vial. And with that little glass vial, you're supposed to only have 1 for every 24 hours energy, hence why it's called 24-hour energy. You can clearly tell that the 4 kids had more than 1 glass vial within the 24-hour period. I cannot condone any of the actions that these 4 teenagers did. It's even if one of them was my child.
What a shame! On a lighter note, President King Victor Caesar Weasel has just what does this say? Recently formed an agreement with Japanese Emperor Daniel San Walker, signing over $2 billion in exchange for a memorial to be placed in front of the White House dedicated to King Weasel.
Where are you going?
So what are you doing here?
A place like this, a place like America, needs culture. I mean, face it, the only culture it has is watching sports and eating burgers.
So how will this memorial, a statue of you, bring culture to America?
Simple. I shut down ESPN and all other sports networks and replace them with 24-hour-long broadcasts of my face. And I also replace all the fast food joints with places that will now serve lo mein.
And where does this money come from?
Wouldn't you like to know? See, Mr. Daniel San Walker here has agreed to take $2 billion from the American public.
I did? Okay, have a nice night.
Every day, thousands of vegetables are planted, harvested, and consumed. The seeds are separated from their dead mothers and buried in the ground with no oxygen to breathe. They grow in this prison, struggling to push out of the dirt, which may be too compact for comfortable living. In their prime, they are ripped out from the ground and harvested, casually tossed into wagons, and carried to various places from supermarkets to frozen food packaging plants. In supermarkets, they are roughly washed and laid bare for customers to touch and violate. It's common practice to drop these vegetables and place them back on the rack. They are then bagged and crowded in it with other doomed vegetables and transported home, sometimes in harsh conditions where they are brought to their homes. They are often chopped, boiled, steamed, and fried. Sometimes they are simply left to rot and carelessly trashed. The vegetables are selected or devoured without thought, and occasionally the seeds are used to reset the murderous cycle. These vegetables are doomed by birth. Billions are planted in the ground, sprayed with insecticides and pesticides, and slathered with animal manure. Picture yourself as a vegetable. You can be a carrot, a broccoli, eggplant, whatever. But you're amongst billions of others, and here comes a farmer with a hose. He's not there to spray you with water. He's here to spray you with poisonous liquid. Now, you're sitting there, you can't do anything because you're a helpless little vegetable, and you feel the sting and the burning sensation of this poisonous liquid. And what do? Nothing. Because you're a broccoli, you're a carrot, you're an eggplant, and you can't do anything about it. Now, organic vegetables have it worse, because they don't have this poisonous gas. Sure, you might think, oh, lucky them, but they're getting eaten alive by worms and insects. Nothing to protect them. But you can stop this. You can end the madness today. Switch to meat, save a vegetable. A chicken nugget a day could keep the farmer away. You could save trillions and trillions of vegetables by joining the AVA to stop this genocide of vegetables.
WildCoFX has revived a timeless classic about 2 heroes on an epic journey to save a damsel in distress.
You'll never catch me alive!
Then we're just gonna have to take you dead.
So long, suckers! get you.
No, you're not.
Looks like we're at a stalemate.
That's what you think.
Sometimes misfortune finds you. It then falls on us to pay it forward.